Kuwait decides to include Iraqis in electronic tourist entry visas. Quote, the Iraqi ambassador to Kuwait, Al-Manhal al-Safi, announced his thanks to Kuwait for the decision to include Iraqi citizens in electronic tourist entry visas starting yesterday, Tuesday. Plan to increase oil production to 7 million barrels a day. I love this one. Oil right now is about $75 a barrel for Brent crude. They are making about $191 billion, $625 million per year in oil revenues. And we are not even talking about gas, tourism and manufacturing. Iraq is going to have one of the highest GDPs, gross domestic products, of any country on the planet. Iraq has a lot to be excited about. CBI did deny any sanctions by the U.S. Treasury on any Iraqi banks or cards, saying we don't have no sanctions on any banking. This is false news. Iraqi citizens know who's doing this, reporting false news. Frank, I figured that was what was going on. All these rumors just didn't make any sense. All these lies are obviously to stop what's about to happen because at the end of anything, the enemy uses desperate tactics in order to defeat goodness. We will see lies and rumors every day, just to delay what Sudani is about to give to the citizens. They want to prevent Sudani's monetary reform. Exporting the region's oil, on the table of Nechervan Barzani and the Turkish Foreign Ministry, flow of oil from Turkey equals a new exchange rate. Or there would be no flow. You got Turkey that says, okay, we're going to send the oil in. At 1310? No, I don't think so. Increased adoption. As more individuals and business use the IQD, demand rises, increasing its value. Speculative trading. Investors betting on future appreciation can create exponential growth in the short term. Scarcity. If the supply of IQD is restricted while demand rises, its value naturally increases. Psychological milestones. Breaking key value points such as 1 cent or 10 cents can accelerate momentum as more investors take interest. We believe speculation trading, where investors bet on future appreciation of the IQD, will create exponential growth in the short term. We also believe psychological milestones will play a major part in increasing the value of the IQD. To understand how the Iraqi dinar can increase in value from $0.00076 to 10 cents, we must analyze the steps involved in such a progression. This type of increase typically follows an exponential growth pattern, particularly in speculative or emerging currency markets. The starting exchange rate in early 2025 is $0.00076. If the IQD reaches 10 cents, this represents a remarkable 13,158% increase. Several economic and market conditions contribute to currency value appreciation. Britain. Iraqi government supports private sector, encourages international investment. Iraq is making headway and the Iraqi-British Council see what Iraq has to offer for international investment and the private sector. The World Bank is in agreement. The signs of Iraq opening to the international financial system are everywhere. Al-Sudani, Prime Minister of Iraq, turns. It is truly amazing to watch take shape. All investors in the Iraqi dinar should be smiling large. I know I am. Saleh on television. He says the Iraqi dinar will regain its strength and the exchange rate will return to balance sooner or later. Frank, this is the finance minister telling the Iraqi citizens, hey, the Iraqi dinar will regain its strength. So you're trying to tell us that 1310 is going to be soon removed. 1310 is an imbalanced rate. What is balanced? Anything at 1 to 1 and above. Firefly. He also said this decision depends on completing the methodology of the financial and banking reforms. Frank, consider this the final countdown. A good one from Iraq. Parliamentary praise for the strategy to support national industry. This one talks about everything Sudani is doing. He is convinced they have one shot to fix things and give a new value to the currency of the people in Iraq. They are creating a juggernaut of a good economy in Iraq. The President of the Republic approves the amendment to the budget law. This was the main issues from the Kurdistan region in the monthly salary payments they were receiving for their share of the oil revenues. They wanted more in the budget and so now they have it. I want everyone to know that the passing of this bill is not the oil and gas law and is not going to trigger the RV. Do you have any other friends in the area where you live that can go with you to exchange? Because if you go by yourself, okay, but if you go with other friends that have a lot of dinars too, all of a sudden what you're asking from the bank has even more power, more authority for them to waive it, fees and whatnot. I know some group people are working but they won't tell me what they are doing, just that they have their nose to the grindstone. I think that is positive. The financial advisor to the Prime Minister, Mazhar Mohammed Saleh, confirmed today, Wednesday, that the government and the Monetary Authority are working on a comprehensive reform of the national banking system with the aim of enhancing its stability and protecting it from the repercussions of any stumbling block in integration with the global financial system. Saleh explained to Euphrates News that the reform efforts include restructuring private and government banks, noting that the American company Oliver Wyman is currently studying the conditions of private banks, while E&Y is evaluating government banks, to come up with a unified vision aimed at developing the banking sector and ensuring its effective integration into the international financial system. Economic expert Mustafa Hantoush warned, on Wednesday, of the serious consequences of the continued smuggling of oil from the Kurdistan region in light of the implementation of the new amendments to the budget law. Hantoush said in a statement to Al-Maluma agency that the recent amendments to the budget, which included raising the price of a barrel of oil to more than $16 in the region, may contribute to restructuring oil export operations, especially with Iraq's share increasing from 3,300,000 barrels to 3,500,000 barrels. He explained that the continued smuggling of oil from the region after allowing them to export will result in significant financial losses, as increasing the price of a barrel to $16 or $20 will not be effective if smuggling operations continue. He stressed that Iraq's share in OPEC will be negatively affected if smuggling is not completely stopped, which will result in losing the difference between the actual cost and the expected revenues. He warned that continued smuggling contradicts the amendments made to the budget law, which may expose the region to financial and legal consequences, stressing the need to strengthen control mechanisms over export operations and completely eliminate smuggling to ensure optimal utilization of oil wealth. It is noteworthy that the Council of Representatives had previously voted to amend paragraph 12 of the federal budget law related to the Kurdistan region's oil. A report by the American website, Tab Insight, confirmed on Tuesday that the U.S. government is drowning in corruption, debts estimated at billions of dollars, and the control of the military-industrial complex.